I always take out this outfit whenever I'm doing a purple look, so it kind of gives it up a little bit. So yeah, we're going to do a purple look. I'm planning to use the berries by Juvia. This is the violets, I'm sorry. It's actually going to be like this kind of a lilac violet look. Thing is, in the past 2 weeks I posted the makeup for blue eyes, the makeup for green eyes, and those videos are very long. Let me just pry my eyes while I talk. Those videos are more than 20 minutes long, and they do take a while to film, because I'm doing 3 looks for just one video, and I'm uploading 5 videos a week. And the thing is, they did not perform so well, but those really performed well on TikTok. So this week instead I was planning on doing a makeup for brown eyes, but since it performed so poorly, I will not invest that effort to do 3 looks in one video anymore, at least not for this particular purpose. So I'm just going to do a TikTok with a makeup for brown eyes. Part of that will be the teal look that I posted. I'm going to link it somewhere on the screen. This particular look, this violet look, and I also think I'm going to do a copper look for brown eyes. So if you have brown eyes, this was intended to be for you, but since that did not perform well, it's for everybody. I'm not trying to do anything too complicated for this look, but I do want like an all-over color and something more creative, but I'm not sure yet what. Either a graphic liner or a glitter liner or a rhinestones liner, but I think I abused rhinestones lately. I'm going to pick this nice violet shade in the corner. This is my favorite shade from this palette. It's so beautiful. It's also something that I don't really have in my other palettes. Maybe in my Norvina Volume 5, but I might have something similar there. I already love this look. I do truly love light pastels shades like this. And I do love how these look on brown eyes, because especially on like dark brown eyes or black eyes, because I feel like a light color on the lid really keeps the focus on the intensity of the eye color. Also that kind of a periwinkle, the very peri look that I did, I feel like that would also be very beautiful on brown eyes. So I don't repeat the very peri video doing like a violet type of a look, but they are quite similar. I'm just placing it all over. I did not even create a particular shape, I just apply it all over to my crease. Okay, see, this is the issue, because I knew I wanted this shade, but I don't know what else I want. Okay, I would love a rhinestone liner, that kind of a, just place them in a liner shape like this, but I feel like I did that a million times. Let me attempt to do a graphic liner, but I did get a nice feedback that I should do my graphic liner a little bit higher, so I'll try to see where my crease is here. I'll try to do kind of a straight line here, something like that, I think, although it might look weird, but we're testing things out. Like, that's how growth happens, right? I will wet my angle brush, because I will use eyeshadows, and I'll pick this darker matte shade of the palette, and let me start here and kind of like create a straight line like that. Or maybe I did not wet it enough. I'll try adding more moisture to my brush. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. So it kind of turned the shadow into kind of a like a paste or something. Yeah, that's the stuff. I'm keeping my eyes open so I can see the result, and I think I'm going to do a regular liner and connect it to that. It will be a very high liner. I don't usually make it that high, but look, because that's actually cute. Love that. Person telling me that I need to do my liner higher basically said how my that kind of a low graphic liner made my eyes look hooded, although they're not. Yeah, I think they were right. This kind of a placement kind of lifts my outer corner a lot more. I do love constructive criticism. Really helps me grow. I also kind of extended it a little bit more. Should I do like a regular liner, like connect this to my lid? Let me just define my lid with this shade. I think I'll take it all the way to my inner corner. Like, call me crazy, but I think Euphoria changed the way I do my makeup. And I think it helped me develop kind of like a new style. Because I feel like because of that show I started experimenting with like graphic looks. Not really, like I did graphic looks before, but they weren't as creative as they are now. Okay, I think I'll be connecting a little bit here in my outer corner. But I don't think I'm going to do an actual regular liner though. So I think something like that is enough. That is very interesting. I really love that placement. It does shape my eye pretty nicely. I love that. I do get a lot of fallout. When you apply mattes with a dense brush like this, you do get a lot of fallout. So make sure you do your face first. Well, actually the other way around. Make sure you do your eyes first. These are not perfectly symmetrical, but it's okay. I wiped off my fallout. I actually just reapplied my sunscreen, just kind of did this thing and the fallout just went off. So I'm going to prime my face. This is the Makeup Forever primer, the one that I need to finish. The dullness eraser. I'm applying it on the sides of my face. In the center, in my pores area, I'm going to apply the Beauty Blender Leveler primer. Just pushing it into my pores and basically my entire T-zone actually. And for foundation, I'm going to mix two shades from the Fenty Hydrating Longwear Foundation. It's the shade 180 and the shade 150. I actually feel like I applied too much of this, so I'll try not to this time. I have a new sponge. I rarely get PR, but I got this in PR. This is the Eco Tools sponge. I did get a bunch of goodies from Eco Tools. They won't be watching this video, but thank you. I'm going to blend the foundation into my skin. I love how the color fits with this look. Almost. It's a little bit more magenta somehow. Is that an English word? Because that's a Romanian word, so I don't know. I do love the texture of it. The Real Techniques is a tiny bit softer, but this one is really good as well. Okay, for concealer I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me. It's in the shade 20. I still have not decided how I will finish up this eye look, but I don't know if I should just leave it like this or add rhinestones or glitter. I do love how it's like all matte and graphic, but I don't know. After I apply foundation, I always feel the need to moisturize my lips again. I hate the feeling of having foundation on my lips. I intentionally let this sit for a while, so now I can blend it. I'm going to use the same sponge. The shape of this sponge is really interesting. It takes a while for me to get used to it, but it's really nice. I don't know how this will last because the tip is like very thin. It might rip off easily. I hope not, but we'll see. Although they recommend you replace it every month, so I don't think it's made to last more than 1 month, but I will see. The cream contour part, Natasha Denona Face Glow Foundation, Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and tapping it under my cheekbone for a soft wash of color. I'm going to apply a little bit underneath my nose and on the sides of my forehead, and I'll blend a little bit of that down my neck and just a tiny bit around my lips. I'm gonna take the sponge and just blend the sides of the contour so it melts into my foundation. I would love to have a purple blush at the moment. Does this work? I don't think so. Next I'm gonna powder my under eye. Going to use my RCMA no color powder. I just love all the purple aesthetic. This is a Boys and Berries powder jar, but I did move my RCMA in this one. I did use the Boys and Berries powder in the past. I really liked it. My makeup experience was not that experienced back then, but I remember liking it. I don't know if I would like it nowadays. Okay, and I think I'm actually going to set with the sponge, but first I'm going to blend those creases in. Take the powder on my sponge, something like that. I thought the shape would be awkward to do this, but it's fine. And I'm going to press it into my skin. Or actually no, because I applied a little bit too much powder and now it's getting patchy. I'm going to take my brush and just wipe this away. You gotta be careful when you're setting with the sponge, because the sponge is wet, obviously. I hope yours is. So you kind of, if you insist too much on one spot, it kind of mixes with the powder. Like the moisture kind of mixes with the powder and just becomes kind of muddy somehow. I'm gonna use a little bit of powder bronzer as well. Taking my Dior Nude bronzer. I want to intensify this and also set it into place, because this foundation is quite shiny and I do like a dewy finish, but I wanted to balance things out a little bit and also intensify the bronzer going on. Okay, for blush, I'll pick my Sigma Blush Cheek Palette and I think I'm just going to apply the lightest shade. I'm experimenting with blush colors because most of them are too dark for my complexion. Like most of the ones that I own. This looks nice. It's definitely not that pink. That's weird. I think my brush was dirty. I still did not decide what I want on my lower lash line. I do have this palette from Becca and Barbie Ferreira. Do I pronounce her name right? Probably not. This is actually Kat. So the actress that is playing Kat in Euphoria. And it has all these beautiful highlighters. They do have like a unicorn type of highlighters here. Looking at this one in my inner corner probably. Once I applied that on my face, but I don't know if I'm into that style anymore. So I'll just take it and apply it on the inner corner. Okay, that is beautiful. I wish it was a little bit lighter. I think I'm going to mix it with this middle one a little bit. I don't know what to do on my lower lash line, but until I decide that, I'm going to take the brush that I used to apply the liner and extend the liner into my inner corner. So I'm going to pick the same shade. I hope my brush is still damp. If not, I'm just going to spray it again. I kind of need to spray it again. I desperately need colorful liners, so I don't use eyeshadows for everything, but yeah, it kind of works. Kind of applying it downwards, so it looks kind of like an extension of this tilt here. So the line kind of starts here and goes like that. I hope I make sense. You know what, I'm actually going to apply this shade all over my lower lash line because I just don't know what to do. So this will kind of end it once and for all. I thought I would just leave it there, but it kind of looks weird on me. I mean, I could get used to it, but I would prefer something there. And this is like pretty subtle as well, because I still want the graphic liner to be the main focus. This regular highlighter in the palette is a little bit dark for me, so I think I'm going to go for my usual e.l.f. baked highlighter. I'm a little bit boring with my highlighter, but I really love that one. Here it is, the love of my life. I think this is like one of my favorite products ever, like from any category. Along with this one. This really changed my life. Okay, I'm highlighted. I'm just going to apply mascara today, I think. I'm not going to apply lashes. I'm applying this Sephora Collection, the mascara. Again, a product that I need to finish. I do have a little bit of glitter on this eye because my lash curler was dirty. From I did wear some sparkly eyeshadow yesterday. I do quite enjoy this mascara. It's probably been discontinued like 2 years ago, but anyways. My eyes look quite green in this makeup. And I think it's that, this kind of a plum liner that brings out the green in my eyes. And like that, without lashes. Okay, time for my lips. I do have some stains on my eyelids. Excuse that, I'm going to clean it up a little bit later after it dries. I'm going to use the NYX lip pencil in the shade Nude Beige. Very, very natural shade for me. I feel like it resembles my lip color a lot. Okay, a little bit of this sleek matte me in the center of my lips. I'm literally just picking up with my finger and stamping it. My lips are feeling so dry today. I'm going to finish up this lip combo with a gloss, especially since my lips are pretty dry. This is the Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Gloss. And this is the look all complete. I really do love how it came out. I do love the colors, I do love the placement of the graphic liner. I just follow my crease. If you have hooded eyes, it's really simple because most hooded eyes, they don't have a visible crease at all, or they do have like a very low crease, so you can draw above that and just do whatever you want. For me, if I have a very visible crease, I just use kind of like this point as reference and just did a straight line. So I did pick a higher point because before I used to pick up this point and just do my graphic liner like that, a little bit lower. So I do love this placement a lot more. Thank you for the random person that commented on my Reddit post telling me that I should do my graphic liner a little bit higher. I appreciate you. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Let me know what you think about this look down below in the comments, and whether or not you have any other suggestions of colors that you want me to use. They are always highly appreciated. I hope you're having the most amazing day ever, and I'll see you next time. Bye!